What up, guys? Any Tier Guild Forever going to be reviewing Bloom Into You episodes 11, 12, 13. I apologize, guys, if this got out late to you guys here on YouTube, but we finally finished the series, and from here, since this is the fourth day of me doing watching a series through the voting, I'm going to I'm going to have to pick another series because it's already ending. So the series that I'm going to pick next, since Bloom Into You is done and we still got 3 more days of anime week, I'm going to pick a series that was the second most voted. So I'm going to check right there. And if there's ties, we're going to have to find a way to settle a tiebreaker, but fairly. I will say Bloom Into You was a very beautiful, symbolic series. I'm not going to lie to you. Everything about the series, from beginning to end, beautiful, confusing, but overall the messages hit really hard in the series. There are moments toward the end of episode 13 where I was like, yo, is something bad gonna happen to Toko? Because I'm just saying, I wouldn't be shocked. Well, I mean, I would be at the initial moment shocked, but I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to this girl because she's lost her sister. She's confused about her own identity. The girl needs some positivity in her damn life. I will say though, the ending did do very well to use character, but I feel like Toko's character had a lot to be desired of. Like, it was implied that she had a very happy moment, but what the ending conveyed, I felt like, was not strong enough to pass as a satisfying ending. I need closure. I need to know whether this pair happened or not, and I need to know whether everything becomes alright. Not just for Toko, for you, for Sayaka, because bro, Sayaka still doesn't know that Toko and you have been doing that. So it's like, she's gonna find out at some point, unless here's the number one thing that kind of bugged me. Again, I'm not trying to downplay the series. The series is still very well crafted. The art, the story, the characters, the symbolism, the pacing of the story, everything was spot on, amazing. I loved every single bit about this series. And honestly, low key, if the manga has more to offer, I might actually have to step my foot on the door for the manga. Because if there's more to it for the manga, shit, I might have to react to that too. But we'll see if people want that. But overall, honestly, this series blew me away. I've seen plenty of romance series. Not ones of Yuri, I'm not going to hold you. But for my first time watching a Yuri anime, this was good. Bloom Into You gets an A++ from me. Damn good series. I still feel like there is a lot to be desired for the story. It gave the ending, the way it finished, was very strong and very bringing some kind of closure of what you could potentially or potentially not be with Toko, because in the end of the day, I don't know whether she kissed you or not in the train back home, because it looked like it was kind of implied, but not entirely. But the point is, you did something that she told herself she would never do. She took the initiative. And decided to be more closer to Toko of her own actions. It's not something Toko asked her to do. It's something that you did herself because she wanted to. And that's what helped propel the character forward. Oh, excuse me. Because one of the big key factors of this series is, will you ever truly love? Will you ever really return Toko's feelings? And will Toko ever really feel happy with herself, regardless who or what she chooses to be? And I feel like for Toko's story, it didn't do enough For you specifically, it did justice. That's why I say, for you, the series was great. It did what it needed to do for her. Granted, you is arguably the main character of the series, but honestly, I'd say both you and Toko are the main characters. Like, there is no Toko without a you, and there is no you without a Toko. So in my opinion, they both play the parts of the leading role. I just wish they added more closure to Toko's character rather than just you and her finally discovering that she does love Toko. And honestly, that's good for her, because I'm just saying, again, Toko needs some girl needs some love in her life. I just gotta say, the girl's been through enough. Just give her something, bruh. Give her something that makes her happy, cause like, Jesus Christ, man. Still very happy with how it turned out. I look forward to knowing what else could this series deliver, assuming the manga has anything more to offer, and assuming the manga is even done, because who knows? From what all I know is the anime is done, but the manga is still ongoing, and I'll be freaking pissed off, because I would wonder if I'll ever know if there's going to be an ending to this series, because I would like to know that, due to the fact that I am highly invested into this series. I want to know what becomes of the characters Yu and Toko, as well as Sayaka, because I'm just saying, Sayaka is still very, and I mean very, very close to Toko. But Toko is becoming closer to Yu. She loves Yu. She does not love Sayaka, at least in that way. So that's why I'm like, bro, what are we gonna do about Sayaka? Okay, the girl is mad head heels over freaking Toko, and like, Jesus Christ, are we ever going to know what becomes of Sayaka? Because again, I fear for Sayaka, because what happens if she finds out that you and Toko were actually dating, or kind of been smitten, if you know what I mean? What is that going to drive her to do? That would make her, that would fall back into what happened to her back in middle school with that one girl that basically played with her emotions, and then it's like, girls shouldn't be this way, blah 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 blah, this and that, and I'm like, bruh, we can't have that. Like, bro, we really can't have that shit. Like, we need to have some like, I'll be damned, because like I said, Sayaka needs closure too, and there was absolutely nothing for Sayaka. I mean, she had some very powerful story-driven moments, which were very well executed in my personal opinion, but there was nothing to really flesh out her character beyond that. It's like she had a very pivotal moments with her interactions with you, as well as her coming to terms with her feelings towards Toka, and then gradually to the point to where it became more focused on the stage show, which, by the way, we didn't even see it, dude. That's the part that pisses me off the most. I expected a stage show. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see a damn thing. That's what ultimately pisses me off. Like, bro, really? So all that, we didn't even get to see a stage show. Ridiculous. Re-effing ridiculous. I'm telling you. Again, though, I'm not complaining. The anime was very well done, and I loved every bit of it, as I've been stating throughout the majority of this video. But I just wish we would have at least gotten to see the stage show, as well as closure for Sayaka, Toko. Yu pretty much was the only one that had some kind of real sense of closure in her inability to love or take the initiative on it. Yu was ultimately the one that really got a problem. Like, if you want to give this series a proper ending, just think of this in your mind. Yu was the one that got the ending she wanted, or the ending that was was set in stone from the moment the series began. The girl has a hard time falling in love. She doesn't know how to fall in love. It's not easy for her, or it's not something she wants at the moment. And toward the end, it was implied. I'm not entirely sure. It was implied that she is starting to fall in love with Toko. I'm assuming that's what it was toward the end. I'm not entirely sure. I could have sworn I saw two women smack lips, and I'm just saying, how dare you deprive me of that? Joking, guys. But yeah, I really did enjoy what the conveyance, like, I feel like the importance of the last episode was to understand accepting and understanding oneself and not trying to be someone else. I feel like the message of accepting yourself, accepting and becoming what you want to be, not what you feel like you should be out of a sense of duty. And honestly, it did that very well. It did that very, like, I feel like what the ending was trying to do was not to bring closure to the characters, well, at least to some sort of extent, but the important message that it was trying to convey from the last three episodes. Message wise, it did a good job. You should know to accept and understand yourself. Don't try to become something that the person, like, if you're trying to be like your sister or your sibling simply because you feel like it's your duty for them, you shouldn't have to do that to yourself. You should just do what you want to do. But if this is what she wants to do, fine. Just make sure, I just wish she would be happy. Like, and she shouldn't need to worry about the future. She's still young. She's in high school. There's many paths she can take for the future. You do not need to rush it. You do not need to feel like you need an immediate answer. You'll have your answer sometime in life. Whether it's in the next year, next 2 years, 3 years, whatever. You're here on this earth for a long time. You don't need to rush these things. But overall, again, I enjoyed the series. I would like to hop onto the manga if there's more to the manga than what the anime has to offer. Like, if the manga has more than this, and, like, for God's sake, a freaking conclusion, because if it's ongoing, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, bruh, I already have to wait for this. I don't want to have to wait for the manga for new chapters, because that can go on for who knows how long. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you for enduring my awful criticism, and hopefully you guys enjoy the series too. Because honestly, whether you're homosexual, straight, bi, whatever, it don't mean a damn thing. You can still like the series, regardless of what's your preference. Regardless of that, I feel like you can definitely take away from this series and how well crafted it is. Anyway, enough of me taking up your time. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. See you guys all next time. Peace. Don't forget to sub and like and comment. It really helps me out. Once again, peace.